nation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. So, I finally got these builds done. I'm sorry that it took me so long. It's just I've been working on other stuff, been helping people with other things. Not to mention I got sick for a few days, so that was fun. But today, we are looking at Cloudcover and Blast. So, if you're not familiar with my Seekers and are new here, all my Seekers are different. The only things they really share in common are the fact that they are jets. And that's about it. But yes, my Transformers are all... I gotta try to make them unique in my own way. So, if you're all for that kind of thing, then by all means, stick around. But let's take a look at the jet modes. So, here's Cloudcover, obviously based on the, I think it was the G2 figure, and as well as the upcoming Legacy Evolution, or no, it was the Toxitron. Sorry, I haven't been collecting as much lately because, you know, money's tight right now, but what else is new? Yeah, join the club. But yes, a lot of my jets, especially my Seekers, they're all very unique in their own way. I try to make them all different because it's just... I keep in theme with the fact that they are jets when it comes to the Seekers, but I try to give them their own unique look to kind of help give them some character, I guess. So here's Cloudcover's jet mode. And yeah, the legs are pretty huge, so there's no getting around that. But at least they're angular, even though in reality, I mean, they're in space, so it's whatever. Although most of my story, at least, you know, my Transformers story where these characters appear, mostly takes place on Earth, for the most part. But, yeah, there's the jet mode, and there's the legs. Though, I kind of like to imagine it's part of the jet, so you got to use your imagination a little bit. But, there's Cloudcover, based on the G2 repaint. Next is Blast, who is actually based on what I am going to assume was an animation error in G1. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. But, yeah, it was basically just a black ramjet that appeared in an episode of G1. I don't remember which one. But, yeah, here it is. Obviously, I went for something very Batman-like. I won't lie. Mostly because of these back wings here, but it is what it is. Very kind of Tetrajet in a way, too. So, there's that. So, yeah, not very aerodynamic. This really should be filled in. But, again, since this character would probably mostly be in space anyway, I mean, it wouldn't really matter. Not to mention, in my story, you know, the Transformers, at least the Seeker jets that refuse to take Earth forms, to compensate for the lack of aerodynamics, they have much more powerful technology, since I imagine Cybertronians are way more advanced than humans. So, a little bit of backlore and story on some of my own, I guess, fiction, I don't know. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to the transformations. So we're going to start with Cloudcover, since they're a lot easier. So first things first, go ahead and fold the legs forward. Same with the torso. Alright, next you want to fold the legs in, fold the knees out. Oh, there you go. They tend to get caught up in there, so there you go. Fold those in, fold those out. So yes, a lot of my, at least a lot of my jet formers all have kind of their own little, I guess, aesthetic. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, fold the arms down like that. Fold these down like this. Fold them down like that, so it's a little more thin. Fold those down. Go ahead and fold the null rays forward if you want to do that. Alright, so far so good. Next, you just want to rotate the back of the jet, and there's the head. So yes, if you're not familiar with my Transformers, they go for a very kind of... Here, let me tilt them forward. They go for a very kind of anime, sort of, I guess, Mega Man style, so that's why their proportions and, you know, their heads are kind of big and all that. So, yeah, very anime style when it comes to the heads, at least. It's hard to see on this one because it's literally all blacked out, but let's look at Blast here. So, anyway, for their transformation, first things you want to do, so like I said, this one's kind of reversed in a way. So fold the legs out from the front of the jet, rotate the waist around. So this one's a little more involved because it's going for the more, I guess, kind of Tetrajet shape, if you get what I mean. Okay, fold the legs out. We'll bend the knees just a little bit just because of the heels, the way they're shaped, because they kind of have that I wouldn't say stiletto, but very boot design. Okay, next, what you want to do, fold the arms out like this, fold the cockpit down, rotate the arms down, rotate the shoulders, straighten out the elbows, fold out the fist. I guess you could rotate them out if you want to. There you go. So yeah, the hands on this one are a little different, just in the sense that it doesn't really... So, when I can give them hands, I'll try to, but if I feel that it gets in the way of the design too much, I'll usually just scrap it. So, he actually has functional hands, but obviously for this one, yeah, I couldn't really do it just because of the way they transform into the jet. So, anyway. And yeah, that's where the whole Batman thing really kind of comes into play here. He's a lot shorter, but you know what? That's fine. Gives him character. Now, we're going to include one extra Seeker that I already looked at before, because I normally do these in 3, but because I only had the one character at the time, who technically wasn't a Seeker, I just wanted to add them to my Seekers because, I don't know, that's usually what I do with a lot of my Decepticon jets, is just kind of add them into the Seekers lineup. So here's Eagle Eye from one of my previous builds. So anyway, there they are. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, I'm sorry these builds took so long. You know, I like to take my time with this kind of thing. You know, it really is something that I value a lot. So, you know, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!